real confidence isn't about the way that you look or even how you come across people. It's really about how safe you feel within yourself, within your own body. And that feeling of safety is deeply connected to how you're breathing and the way that you speak to yourself in the moments where you'd rather escape than stay with yourself. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Priyanka and I'm here to help you navigate through life with a leap of faith and positivity. On this channel, we talk about anything that makes this human experience a little more soothing, a little more smoother of an experience. Now, today, let's talk about how does your breathing and the way that you talk to yourself. I guess everybody knows the significance of how you talk to yourself matters, but nobody really talks about the significance of the way that you breathe has to do with your self-confidence. So let's get into it. The way that we breathe has such a significant impact on how safe we feel within ourselves, how safe we feel within our body. And by feeling secure in our body means that we create that sense of staying with ourselves and creating that sense of safety. Just the way that you feel safe around certain people, your closest friends, your best friends, you feel so safe to be yourself around those people because they make you feel less judged. They seem very accepting and forgiving of you, and sometimes they would even tell you if you are in the wrongs. They will give you their honest opinion, but they will validate your emotions, right? When you go to them with a problem, it could be something as bad as, I don't know, losing a job or um, you know maybe you even cheating on someone, right? But or you told them that you had a moment of feeling jealousy or enviousness, whatever it is, they will validate your emotions, right? They will not tell you that you're a bad person for feeling this. So the idea is to create that sense of safety within yourself too, where we are not trying to run away from what we feel inside our body, but learning what breathing can do for us and how to speak to ourselves when we feel a bit off about ourselves. So let's talk about breathing. A lot of the time we take these shallow breaths, and that itself can make us feel unsafe in our bodies. That discomfort within ourselves can lead to a lack of confidence within ourselves. We naturally breathe in a certain pattern, right? Nobody tells you to sit and breathe deeply, right? Unless you're doing a meditation or a yoga session, whatever, that's a different thing. But you're just like, you don't really think about breathing, right? We're all breathing naturally. Why do you think we feel great after a great sweaty workout session? When you're having a day where everything feels so heavy, so dense, so gray, and then you have this urge, you feel this urge to run, to move your body, to move faster. Like sometimes you have the urge to eat the ice cream or to um what else do people do when they feel sad? Like, you might turn to watching something, and you might turn to shopping, you might turn to eating an ice cream, you might turn to eating fast food. If you are in tune with your body, if you're in tune with your emotions, then you will feel that urge to run, to move faster, almost like you're trying to outrun your emotions in a way by running faster physically. Moving your body like that doesn't only feel good because of the movement or the hormones that your body is releasing, the oxytocin, the dopamine, and serotonin. Yes, your body does release all these hormones that are eventually responsible for making you feel great about yourself or great in general. But it it isn't only because of the great workout or the hormones, but it feels good because your breathing naturally changes when you work out. You start taking deeper breaths, you start taking fuller breaths instead of the shallow and restricted ones. Your body, that shift makes you feel safe enough to release those emotions that your body has been needing to feel for such a long time. Like, I have had moments where I would be walking or doing yoga, and out of nowhere, I just start crying. This especially happens when I'm doing restorative yoga. There have been other exercises too, but mainly the restorative yoga. So, how do you handle yourself when you don't feel so safe within yourself? When we are on our journey to get to a place where we feel like home in our bodies and not be a stranger to ourselves, because that's the whole point, right? To become, to not be a stranger to yourself, because when you're trying to run away from yourself, you're being a stranger to yourself. So it matters in these moments when you're feeling whatever you are feeling. It matters a lot to not be rude to yourself. Don't be rude to yourself when you're feeling those emotions, and to talk to yourself like you would talk to a beautiful flower, and in a kind manner, rather than judging and loathing yourself for having these thoughts. Whenever these thoughts and emotions come up, instead of spiraling, I want you to pause. Okay? It could be, okay, this practice can be done anywhere. Okay? It can even be done in a social situation. And that was the whole point of making this video, because it's very easy to sit in your room and meditate. But you cannot be feeling triggered and sitting in a meditation in a public place. If you are in a social situation and want to feel safe when you're around other people, then you do the breath thing, like take a full breath, fully exhale and hold, and then fully inhale for one time, and then and then say this to yourself: it is okay. It is okay to think and feel this way. It is just a thought. I am just as safe being seen as this person. I am going to explain why you want to say that you feel safe being seen as this person. The reason that we feel less confident is because we feel uncomfortable being seen. We fear that people are going to see us for who we are, and we hide these parts of ourselves. And when we fear being perceived negatively by others, or even in a positive light, it's not only the fear of being perceived negatively, but it is also the fear of being perceived positively, because sometimes you don't know what to do with that attention that you will get, even when it's positive attention. So in that sense, what happens is that we lose that sense of safety. Even if it's something positive, we still lose that sense of safety. When you say to yourself that it is okay and that you are safe, you're giving yourself that pep talk that says that it is okay. We cultivate that sense of safety inside ourselves. And then these little affirmations, little by little, they act as bricks that start building a safe home for us to live in. It's not really an affirmation. It's a few sentences that you can repeat to yourself. I don't know, I've been saying affirmations all along, but name it whatever you want to. You get the whole idea. The point is to get my message across. And so yeah, these affirmations will change you, and they will help you become the most confident, the successful, the bold, the healthier, the wealthier version of you that you become. And you'll become this person owing to the owing to taking a few deeper breaths and these sentences or affirmations that you repeat to yourself, it becomes a place where you don't abandon yourself anymore. Whenever the fear shows up, whenever the insecurity, the jealousy, the enviousness, the anger, the resentment come up, and you sit with it and you own it. You basically own it. You tell yourself you're okay. And then little by little, when you say that, you will cultivate the safe home within yourself where you love to keep coming back to. And you will start to create a strong root foundation within yourself, and that foundation becomes so strong that anything negative that people then throw at you, when you have this strong root foundation within yourself, and anything negative that people say to you, it kind of deflects off of you. It will just leave you. It wouldn't even like have the power to get absorbed in your mind, because the foundation is so strong. You will automatically start to reject anything that creates that negative thoughts, that creates that negativity within yourself, where you might even disregard any positive compliments that people would give you. But this time, when people compliment you, you gladly take the compliment and you say thank you, because this time you feel safe within yourself. Before I let you go, remember that you deserve to speak positive things about yourself to yourself, and even flirt with yourself in the mirror, because why not? You're hot AF. Yeah, so the next time you look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself you're fine AF and you are safe being seen and perceived as someone who is the hottest hottest woman alive. Saying loving things to yourself is remembering who you really are, because you were created perfectly, my love. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comment section down below as to how you already create that safety within yourself, and maybe add this as a bonus to your practice. If you like this video, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon, and share this video with someone who might benefit from it. And I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.